Okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm just going to take some time to wait for you all to log in. Again, happy Monday. I hope that you're having a wonderful start, enjoying this beautiful weather and the weather from yesterday. I'm just going to give it about a minute and a half before I begin. Again, welcome, welcome. Good morning. Happy Monday. I hope all is well with you. Just gonna give it a minute and a half so others can join in case they're available. Those who are not available right now, this is it will be pre-recorded for you, okay? Again, while we are waiting for those individuals to log on, if you can please have your Google Classroom assignments open so I can prepare to go over them. At any point in any time, please feel free to use the live chat. If you have a question or a comment or a concern, feel free to use that during this live broadcast. If not, I can talk to you about it via my virtual office hours. You can shoot me an email or call or text. All right, just 45 seconds and then we'll begin. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and begin. Thank you again. Welcome. So, first of all, I'd like to thank all of you for your poetry contributions and extensions within our poetry slam tasting. It was amazing, okay? Both on Parlay and for that assignment. You all are very creative. All right, so let's go ahead and go over what we are going to be doing this week. And our objective is that students will draft, peer review, finalize, and discuss their own original poem or their own original poem in Cafe Zoom. Except we're not doing Cafe Zoom. We're gonna do it via Flipgrid, so everyone can have access. Being that everyone can't meet for this class on time and so forth. Okay. All right. So do me a favor and go on Google Classroom. Okay. And I need for you to click on the Peer Writing Buddy assignment. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and go over that. All right. If I'm going too fast, please let me know in the chat. Okay. So yeah, I want for you to please follow instructions on the Google Doc attached. The checklist that needs to be attached is the PDF fill-in file, not the URL link one, which I'll discuss throughout this discussion. The URL link one is to help you with evaluating punctuation and grammar. Your partner is the person whose name is adjacent to yours on the spreadsheet attached, okay? So let's go ahead and click on the spreadsheet first. Pure Writing Buddy, all grades, the Google Sheet, if you could please click on that for me. Okay, and once you look at the bottom of the document, okay, let it load. You should see several tabs, and you all should click on the 10th grade tab. Okay, give you some time to do that. Okay, being that you all are okay. Let me see who's on here. If I can see, there's a lot of people on this document. Okay. All right. Being that you all are the only 10th grade class that I teach, I couldn't intermix you all with other 10th graders who are in like the HIM strand. Okay. So I had to just intermix you all with the actual, the same class members. So I did my best. Okay. So if you look on the sheet right here, for example, I'll use Antoinette F and Amina T. Okay. You'll notice they are in row number 3. They are partners, okay? So whoever's name is beside your name, that is your writing buddy. All right, let me check to see if I have any other questions over here, okay? All right, so now I want you to go back to the assignment and click on the Google Docs. that says Peer Writing Buddy Assignment, the Google Doc. And let's go ahead and go over the directions. So we already did step 1 and identify who your peer writing buddy is, okay? So step 2, open the Parlay Roundtable assignment from last week. All right, so I have went ahead and already reattached the Parlay Roundtable hyperlink for you. So let's take some time to go there now. Just give you 30 seconds. Okay, so on Parlay, for example, I'm going to use Antoinette F and Amina T as an example since they are partners. So let's pretend as if I am Amanda F. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and look for Amina's poem. So an easy way for you to do that, and if I'm not mistaken, please correct me, you should be able to see a list of everyone who has contributed on the left-hand side. If not, being that you all have MacBooks, all you have to do is hit Command F and type that person's name in correctly, and it will bring you to their document, okay? So I found Amina's document, and as Antoinette F, I'm going to click on it and go back to the instructions. Okay, so prior to that, it says reply back to your comments received. So before I get into my partner's actual assignment, I'll go back and reply to all the comments that I've received. Maybe I'll write them a message back, or I'll hit the 2 hands as in a high five, like I like that, or I like the feedback, or to acknowledge that I received their feedback. Okay. Then we found our peer buddy's poem, and now we're going to copy and paste your peer buddy's poem below. So we're going to copy his or her poem, in my case, Amina's poem, if I'm Antoinette, on the same document that the directions are on, okay, right below it, okay? Once you do that, you're going to use and complete the peer editing checklist while editing, all right? So go back to the actual instructions where you see all of the attachments, and I need for you to click on the editing checklist PDF file attachment. Click on it. Once you click on it, there are going to be 3 dots in the upper right-hand corner. I need for you to click on those 3 dots in the upper right-hand corner and click Open in New Window. Excuse me. Then I need for you to go back to the upper right-hand corner, and you will see the download icon, which is an arrow pointing downwards and a bracket underneath, okay? So I need for you to click on the download icon, all right? And once you click on the download icon, it should have a file downloaded below. So then you'll click on the actual download, okay? Then you look back in the upper right-hand corner again and click the download icon one last time, except this time when you click it, it's going to have save as, and then it has the editing checklist, of course, and you need to put it on your desktop so you can have access to it, okay? And ensure that it's still in PDF format. So then you'll click save once you have it located on the desktop and it's still in PDF format. You'll click save. You'll minimize your window and go to your actual desktop. You'll find that file. Double click on the file, okay? And it should allow for you to actually fill in the PDF via Adobe Reader. If you do not have Adobe Reader, please get Adobe Reader, okay? It's a free application. If you don't want to do it this way, you can always print it out and fill it out as long as it's written legibly, and that's okay as well. Are there any questions about that part yet? Just double check. Okay. Back to the instructions. So now I've found my checklist that I'll be using as I'll be editing my peer writing buddy's poem, now what do you do? Okay. Implement red markings for grammar or punctuation corrections. So, for example, maybe someone misspelled a certain word and you went back and corrected it. I need to see that your correction is in red, so I can note that you did went ahead and gave me feedback to change that. Okay, unless it was written intentionally, because it's poetry. There's a lot of when it comes to capitalization and punctuation and grammar, in a way, there aren't really any rules except, of course, spelling and your typical rules. However, sometimes people implement certain punctuation marks to give a certain effect. So don't take it personally if someone doesn't, if someone ignores your marking in regards to punctuation or whatnot. And again, you can even add punctuation or capitalize certain things on the assignment. You just need to ensure that whatever you do, that is marked in red. Okay. So speaking of that, as you're doing that, go back to the instructions where it has all of those attachments. Okay, I'm going back with you. And you'll see the URL link checklist that I'm talking about. This is the one for grammar. When you scroll down, it gives you a self and peer editing checklist in regards to grammar. You cannot type or write on this. I don't expect for you to, but you need to ensure that you are going through this checklist as you are evaluating the grammar. Okay. You can even recommend for your peer to write in a certain like poetic style, like a sonnet or a haiku or whatever, Okay, it's up to you. So back to the instructions. Then annotate your suggestions or feedback via the comment box button. So it's the same comment box button that we use when we annotated several other documents throughout the school year. Okay, it looks like a conversation bubble with a plus sign in it, and you highlight whatever part of the poem that you would like to give feedback, like a suggestion or whatever to. If you notice, once you look on the actual PDF file link, you'll see that there's a column for comments and suggestions. You do not have to rewrite your comments and suggestions there, okay? All I need for you to do is fill everything else out with the checklist, your name, your friend, your peer's name, and the date that you performed this, okay? Because your comments should be on the document electronically, okay? If you do it over again, you may be wasting time. You don't have to do it twice, okay? Then share your Google Doc with your peer buddy, okay? So you'll go ahead in the upper right-hand corner, the blue button for share, and you'll type in their name. It should pop up. If you don't have their email and you need for me to give you their email, I will, okay? And then you can share it with that person, all right? So they can see your actual suggestions and responses, all right? Once you're done with that, attach the completed peer editing checklist. All right, so that's the PDF file checklist. I need for you to then go back, once you fill everything else out, save it, and then upload it with all of your markings onto the same assignment. Once you've done that, go ahead and hit the turn in button to acknowledge that you've completed it. Are there any questions? Okay, if there are any, please put them within the live chat. So now let's go ahead and move to your second assignment of the week. Your second assignment of the week is called Cafe 2020. All right, and then so click on that. And it states, please follow the directions on Flipgrid. Audio and video recordings are both acceptable. Use school emails only for access. So you're going to click on the actual link. The reason why you're using school emails for access is so we can generate security and safety and ensure that you're all in a safe environment. Click log in with Google and make sure that it's in correlation with your PGCPS account. It'll say login successful, and it will take you right here to your assignment, 5-4 Cafe 2020. In brackets is 10th. Please be mindful of that because I teach freshmen and juniors as well, okay? So that's the topic you should be on. So, excuse me. It says, you have now undergone the entire writing process. Welcome to Cafe 2020, where we will hear your performance of your poem. You have been allotted 10 minutes only. You are not expected to use all 10 minutes. I'm just giving you room to breathe, okay? You may either perform via one of the following audio or video options below. Create a song via GarageBand. This app allows you to produce a beat and sing a rap over it and upload the song here, okay? I will go back and attach a link so you can actually check that out. The GarageBand, it's a free application, and you're able to do that and sing or rap over the beat. So you can even extend your poem and create a chorus. It's pretty cool, and it's really professional. Or you could do step 2, perform a spoken word performance. Upload the spoken word performance here. So spoken word is basically when people get up and perform the slam poetry that we actually went over, okay? And they provide, like it's kind of like improv. They act along with while they're presenting the poem within their tones, within their gestures, facial expressions, and so forth, okay? So you can do that, okay, and upload it. Or you can use a TikTok to present your poem. Merge together multiple TikToks into one via a movie creation application or YouTube. Upload the TikTok creation here. So you are more familiar with TikTok in regards to how you want to do that. You can be as creative as you want. Okay. Or 4, create a movie that incorporates a storyboard and a voiceover of your poem. So when we're talking about a storyboard, we're talking about like you have to envision actual pictures that are aligned to tell a story. Okay. So sometimes they're photos, sometimes they're drawings, sometimes they're illustrations, okay, but they tell a story. And basically it's kind of like you create like a movie collage, and while the movie collage is going, you're performing your poem, okay? You can do that. Or last but not least, you can create a mime performance with a voiceover of your poem. So when we're talking about performing like a mime, that was like an antique art. And basically the art requires for you to perform with facial expressions and physical gestures. You're on mute, okay? But basically the voiceover is supposed to illustrate what you're trying to express, if you get what I'm saying. And usually mimes have their faces painted. However, I'm not making that requirement because I don't want for anyone to feel uncomfortable. And I get it. Sometimes we have, cultural appropriation it can either go right or left, okay, at your own risk. But I'm just letting you know, it's not a requirement. You can still perform as a mime without the paint on your face. If you do, that's fine. Just be mindful and be culturally sensitive, okay, and respectful. Okay, so and I'll show you an example of what mime does if you're unfamiliar with that. All right, then you use voice changes that are clear and sound effects. Okay, 10%, but make sure that the voice changes are clear, please. Okay, if I can't hear your performance, then you're not going to score as great as you should be, as you desire to. All right, so 10% extra credit will be added to those who are physically performing their poem in a video. So you can get 10 percentage points if I see you doing that, or and memorizing your poem while physically doing it. The reason why I'm doing this as a teacher, granting you 10 percentage points, is because I want to build your confidence, because there are going to be times where you will be performing on your own, okay, in the classroom if we get back, or if not in the classroom, on here, okay? And I need for you to develop that independence and to develop that confidence within yourself, all right? So it's not required that you show your face, but if you are showing your face and you are reenacting your poem or performing it, I'm going to give you the 10% extra. If you don't right now, that's fine, because one day, you will reach that comfortability once you before you leave high school, okay? All right. Are there any further questions or comments or concerns? Okay, again, GarageBand is an awesome app. Like, you can make a song, and within the poem, you just take your poem and Then all of a sudden you create your chorus and so forth. It's pretty cool if you even choose that option or the rap or the saying, like, and it sounds extremely professional. And who knows, like, what if you actually created a rap or a song and then like you decide to give it to WPGC or WKYS and then you blow up and now you're rich. Who knows? So like take some time and effort, not even just to be rich, but to get that attention and so forth. And yes, express yourself. Well, oh, here's a good one. What if the person on Parlay with my partner didn't put his or her poem up? Then what do I do? Okay. Shoot me an email if that's the case, and I will take care of you. Okay. All right. Well, thanks so much. Thank you all for tuning in, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care.